Hello, and welcome to Bristol, Tennessee City Schools' new show, It's About Kids. My name is Rebecca Craddock, and I'm the Communications Coordinator for BTCS. Each month, we'll be bringing you information that impacts our students, school district, and community. It's only fitting that our first guest is Dr. Gary Lilly, Director of Schools. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Good to be here.
Thank you. So before we get started, let's learn a little bit more about you. What is it you do exactly as Director of Schools?
Oh gosh, I've got the best job in the whole wide world. The Board of Education has a commitment to provide academic excellence to our students. They really want students to be ready for whatever comes next in their lives, whether it be college or career. So it's kind of my job to make sure that happens. And so I am involved in lots of different things within the school system. Such as educational programming. You know, we are several years into a personalized learning one-to-one initiative so that we provide laptops to our students in grades 4 through 12. So obviously I had a hand in that. Also staffing. You may know that our principal of the high school, Dr. Rouse, is getting ready to retire. So right now we are advertising far and near, looking for the very best person that we can get to lead Tennessee High School for our students. Facility type decisions, I'm often involved in those things so that we can provide the best learning environment that we can for our students. So that's part of it. Of course, I can't and don't do those things alone. We are blessed to have so many wonderful people in our school system. So we've got great teachers in the classrooms, and I get to work with principals and school level leaders as well as district administrators. We work together and are usually on the same page working for those goals that the board has defined for our boys and girls. One of the things that I do is try to build support for our school system. So that involves really forging partnerships with various people and entities such as local and state governing bodies, public and private agencies, institutions of higher ed. I also generally serve as a spokesperson for the school system, so that gives me opportunities to talk to lots of people, including parents and community leaders and occasionally reporters and you. In this instance. So those are things that I do throughout the year. Also, obviously I am responsible for making sure that we follow all state laws, State Board of Education rules and regulations, that we follow and implement board policy, our local board policy. And really just have a hand in making sure that we implement and assess student learning and that it's high quality. Right now we're working on budgeting, so that's a big thing going on right this instant.
That's a lot, and that's why you work so much, I'm sure. But if you had to pick one favorite thing about your job, what would it be?
That's tough to pick a favorite thing. There are many, many things I like about my job, but if I were forced to pick a favorite thing, I would say it is standing on the stage at graduation and getting to hand diplomas to students. It's such an exciting time. It's exciting for them. Their parents and family members are there, and it's the cusp of them starting the next chapter of their lives and kind of the culmination of what we've been able to provide as a school system with them. So it's just a really exciting time. I love that.
I can only imagine. Well, that's going to take us to our first topic.
Okay.
And you mentioned building partnerships with different entities in the community and forging those relationships. Tell us a little bit about Sullivan County Commission's new facilities bonding issue that was recently passed and how that is going to be impacting our school district.
Sure. Oh, that's exciting. And we're so thankful for the county commissioners. In December, they approved facilities bonding for $140 million. So that's huge. Now, we don't get all of that ourselves. That is for facilities in both Bristol and Kingsport, but also the county, Sullivan County. So the 3 school systems. And we will share that based on ADA, or average daily attendance. So from all the students in the county, we educate about just a little under 20% of those. So of that $140 million, we should be getting just a little bit over $27.5 million. So that will really help us forward some of the plans that we've had in the works for years, really. We did a master facilities plan in 2006. And so we've still got, we've done a lot on it, but we've still got some things to do on that. So this will really help.
That master's facilities plan, what's the next phase of it that's coming up? Where do we go from here on that?
So the plan had 4 phases originally, and we've completed everything in phase 1 and phase 2, with the exception of a new middle school. A new middle school was planned for 2014. Unfortunately, the bottom dropped out of the economy around 2008 and 9, and so that kind of put plans on hold for a while. So that's next on that facilities plan, as well as some other capital improvement items.
What else was in phases 1 and 2 with the middle school?
Sure. So phases 1 and 2 included the combination of Central Elementary with Fairmount Elementary. And so we moved into the new Fairmount January 2010. It's hard to believe it's been that long ago, but that has gone really, really well. And another phase, which the city actually accelerated and did a little more quickly than we had originally planned, was to tear down Central Elementary and make those athletic fields there. And so in addition to the athletic fields, we also have a perfect example of a public-private partnership in the Ida Stone Jones Community Tennis Center, which is there, and it's just beautiful.
With that funding and all those projects on the horizon and the things we've completed, how are we going to prioritize the funding moving forward in the plan?
So that's a good question. The plan was completed in 2006, and like I said, we've done many of the things that were on the plan, but we've also already accomplished some things in phases 3 and 4, and so because it has been a while at this point, the City Council and the Board of Education actually are partnering to do a follow-up study. Now, the follow-up is not like a brand new plan, but it's really to take a look at a lot of the demographics and some of the things that were looked at back in 2006 to make sure do all those things still make sense. It's really just doing due diligence. So a new middle school is the top priority there, but this follow-up study just takes a look to make sure, are we still on track? Are the needs still the same? And in addition to looking at things about a new middle school, it also looks at other capital improvement priorities. This group is called MGT of America, and so they are coming in to do the study. We actually started it in January, so it's just started, and will be finished by the end of this academic year. And so they are going around talking to principals and other stakeholders, looking at each of the schools and helping determine from an educational programming standpoint the things that we really need to focus on first. So we're looking forward to getting the results of that study.
Okay, good. Is there anything else you can think of on facilities you want to add?
You know, we've done a lot of work on facilities, and I really appreciate the support of our school board because it has really improved the educational environment for our students.
Well, I think that facilities was maybe one sentence in your job that you talked about what you do.
That was one of them.
And obviously it's a little more involved than a sentence.
It's exciting though.
Good. Well, there are a lot of exciting projects on the horizon. When we come back, we are going to talk about snow and weather-related schedule changes, and we hope you'll stay with us.